Good morning student, I am Rose. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, that is standard 6, Geography, chapter 6, Major Landforms of the Earth. We are going to learn a very interesting topic, that is the major landforms of the Earth. Okay, so in the previous chapter you have learned about the major domains of the Earth. You have learned about the major domains of the Earth, in which you have learned about the lithosphere, hydrosphere and the atmosphere. You have learned about the lithosphere, hydrosphere and the atmosphere, and in that you have learned about most important part, that is the lithosphere. And this lithosphere plays a very important role in our important role for the various living organisms that exist on the Earth's surface. Okay, so we can say that if you see from the space, for example, if you see from the space, you can see our Earth looks so much plain. But in actual, it has so much ups and downs. Yes or no? It has so much ups and downs. We can say it has the mountains, it has the rivers, it has the valleys, it has the plains. But these are the major things which you see originally on the Earth's surface. But from the space, you cannot see it. It will look so much plain. Yes or no? So we can see this features which you see around your surroundings, that is called the relief features or the landforms of the Earth. Relief features are the landforms of the Earth. Okay, and we can say this has so much various landforms like mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, continents, hills, etc. There are so much different landforms on the Earth's surface. If you talk about what is the landforms means the formation which is happened on the Earth's surface. The formation which is happened on the Earth's surface. It can be a mountains, it can be a plateaus, it can be a hills, it can be a rivers, it can be a valleys. Okay, so this the lands the formation which happened on the Earth's surface due to the eternal forces or the forces which is being produced by the Earth crust. Okay, so this forces which is produces on the Earth's surface is the eternal process. It is also called the eternal force, and it is also called the exogenic forces. Endogenic forces. This eternal process is also called the endogenic process, and the external process which is also called the endogenic force. And these forces are being moved, are being produced by the movement of the molten magma which is present inside the Earth crust. For example, during the volcanic eruptions, when the lava comes out. Okay, so this lava is actually a magma. Okay, so this lava which comes out from the volcanic eruption, the lava which is present inside the Earth crust is called the magma, and this magma is in the form of a fluid form or in the liquid form. So this liquid or this fluid which is present inside the Earth crust make it to move the Earth surface, So if we talk about the Earth crust, this Earth crust is what we call broken down into different pieces, and it has 7 major lithospheric plates or the tectonic plates. Okay, so ये जो आप Earth crust देखते हैं, ये जो we can say this Earth crust or this ये जो lithospheric plate है या फिर Earth crust है, ये different parts में brought down हुई है, and that what does it do? This has major 7 lithospheric plates. So this Earth crust which is broken down into that is called the lithospheric plates or the tectonic plates. It is called the lithospheric plates or the tectonic plates. Okay, and this is broken down due to the eternal forces or the external forces due to the movement of the Earth crust, due to the movement of the molten magma which is present inside the Earth crust. Okay, so this is how. Okay, so first of all, in this chapter we are going to learn about the major landforms which is found on the Earth crust. That is which is found by the eternal process, that is due to the endogenic forces. This is also called the endogenic forces. Okay, and this is called the exogenic forces. Okay, so in this chapter That is called the mountain. That means chain of mountain continuously it is present. That is called the range of mountains. Okay. So today we will learn the different types of mountains. That is the fold mountains, block mountains, volcanic mountains, and the residual mountains. Okay. These are the major 4 types of mountains which we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, first of all we are going to learn about the fold mountains. First of all we are going to learn about the fold mountains, and this is formed due to the bending of the earth crust. Due to the bending of the earth crust. Okay, so bending of the earth crust, if you talk about, it is due to the what we call convergent movement of the earth crust. Convergent movement of the earth crust. That means we can say if this is the 2 plates. Okay, these 2 lithospheric plates. You can see this 2 lithospheric plate, and if it is moving towards each other, when it is moving towards each other, this is 2 important lithospheric plate. Okay, so when it is moving towards each other, that means in the convergent way, we can say it in a when it is colliding towards each other or coming towards each other, what happens? The force which is created when it comes close together, the force which is created, what happened? This part, this 2 parts, this when it the edges which face towards each other, what happened? It starts to move upward. It starts to move upward. It starts to move upward. For example, this is 2 books. Okay. You can see this out. This is one lithospheric plate and this is another lithospheric plate. When it is moving towards each other, what happens? The forces which is created when it joins together, it will move upward. You can see the forces. Yes, it is moving upward. So this type of movement which forms a landforms, that is called the mountains or the fold mountains. It is called the fold. That means it is bending. Yes or no? You can see the bendingness of the lithospheric plate. Okay, so this is how it is formed. Okay, so this is how. So you can see. So this is how the fold mountains or the mountains are formed. Okay, so there are 2 types of fold mountains: new fold mountains and the old fold mountains. So new fold mountain is actually mountains which is formed newly. That means like Mount Everest, for example, and the old fold mountains is formed. We can say it is formed in a very old. It is very old, and it is formed in thousands or billions of years ago. Okay, that is called the old fold mountains. Okay, so now we are going to learn what is the major features. What is the major features of this mountains, fold mountains? Okay, so there are 2 important things happen when the fold mountain is formed. So as I have told you that when the 2 important lithospheric plates move towards each other, it forms a mountain. Yes or no? So it forms this type of mountain. Is this type of mountain? Yes or no? When 2 important this type of mountains it forms, like we say, and you can see here. Yes. So this part, the raises part, this is called anticline. Okay, it is called the anticline. That means against the slanting. And this is called the valley which is formed. That is called the syncline. That means towards the slanting. Okay. So the rising part is called the anticline, and the what we call the sink. That means we can say towards the slanting. That means the what we call valley which is formed in what we call during the falling or towards the slanting. That is called the syncline. Okay, so this is the base part. It is called the syncline, and the rising part, that is called the anticline. Okay, so this is how the what we call the mountain is formed. And if the anticline rises up, that means grows so much high, that is called the peak. It converts into a peak. Okay, and if the syncline is so much low or valley. So this syncline, sometimes what happen, it converts into a valley, and if the anticline rises so much high, so that is called anticline converts it into a peak. It converts it into a peak. Okay, so this is how the whole model is being formed. Whole model is being formed. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the block models. Now we are going to talk about the block models. Okay. And this block model is formed due to the push up between parallel force. For example, this is one land's earth surface. This is a earth surface. Okay. And when it is broken down in one place, if here it is broken down, this is called the fault. This is called the fault. It is that is when one place is broken down, that is called the fault. Okay. And what happens if the earth crust is broken down into two places? For example, here. Okay. So what happens? Sometimes this broken part, this part, and this part, what happen? Move away. So what happened? This part, what happened? It will go downwards. It will go downwards. Then what happened? It will form a rift valley. It will form a rift valley. It will form a rift valley. Okay. So when the earth surface is broken down into two regions, okay, and the broken part is called the fault. Okay, that is called the fault. And when this lithospheric plate, that means this lithospheric and this lithospheric move away from each other. That is in a divergent plate. So the middle part of the lithospheric plate, what happens? It comes down. वो क्या हो जाएगा? वो धंस जाएगा. ठीक है. अगर ये चीज अगर ये बीच वाला lithospheric plate क्या होता है? धंस जाता है. तो यहाँ पे एक तरह का वैली बना रहता है जिसको बोलते हैं रिफ्ट वैली. जिसको बोलते हैं रिफ्ट वैली. Okay. So again, if this lithospheric plate is moving towards each other, what happens? This middle one lithospheric plates will what happen? It will move upward. It will move upward, and it forms a host. Okay, it forms a host or the block mountain. Sorry, it forms a block mountains. Okay. So this place, if it is moving towards each other, it will form a block mountains. And if this two lithospheric plate is moving away from each other, so middle one is going downward, then it forms a rift valley. Okay. So the upper part, the uprise of thicker part is for this one. Like I say, it will move. It will form this type of land. Okay. This is called the host, and this is called the grabber. Okay, so this is how it is formed. Okay, so this is how the block mountain is being formed. This is how the block mountain is being formed. Okay, now if we talk about the volcanic mountains, Okay, so this volcanic mountain is actually made due to the eruption of the volcanoes. It is due to the eruption of the volcanoes. Okay, so in this one, what happens? This is a mountain here. It has a we can say it has a hole which is connected with the magma chamber. Okay, this is connected with the magma chamber, and sometimes due to the heat and pressure which gets from the earth crust and the core, what happens? This magma comes out, and this forms a when it comes out, this magma comes out, then it forms a lava, and due to that, what happens? Some of the mountains are being formed, which is for example Mount Kilimanjaro. Then you have the Mount Fuji. Okay, so there are so many volcanic mountains which is formed due to the volcanic eruption. Next, we are going to learn about the residual mountains. And it is formed due to the due to the fold mountains or the block mountains. Okay, so if the fold mountain is found in this way, what happens? Sometimes it start to break down. Okay, so what happens? This type of mountain which starts to break down is That means this fold mountains or the block mountains, what happened, wears down. Wears down, we can say that due to the glaciers or due to the water or due to the wind, what happened, this old fold mountains and block mountains, what happened, it start to degrade or it start to erode down. Erosion happens. Okay, and the main agent can be a wind, can be a glaciers, can be a water, So this is how the residual mountains are formed. This is how the residual mountains are formed. Okay, so this is how the different types of mountains we learn about in this chapter. In the next video, we'll talk about the plateaus and the plain. Thank you for now.